All right, now as far as our ink drawing goes, I'm going to show you how to transition your image into a fully blue image like so, with our full values of light and darks. Our original image is here in color, and at this early in the game with only being drawing 2, the colors might trip you up and you're not too sure how to make darks dark or lights where they need to be, because the yellow and the green and blues, as far as my macaw go, might become a little bit confusing as to where there's lighter blues or darker blues with your ballpoint ink pen, because once again your entire drawing will be blue, and that's just going to then be based on the lights and darks in order to achieve the full values that will develop form. Form is the three-dimensionality of objects. Okay, so we will be working on a monochromatic drawing for the image for this drawing. Monochromatic means one color, mono meaning one, chromatic meaning color, and once again with our blue ballpoint pen. So in order to transition our full color image into this blue image and understand how to make our lights and darks, we're going to use a website called phop.com. This site is extremely similar to Photoshop, if you've ever worked with that or something similar to that. So it's just on the web browser. We're going to open it up, and we're going to go File, Open. I have my image saved to the desktop. You might have your image saved to Google Drive. Wherever it is, go ahead and find it. Once we have uploaded our image, it's pretty simple, just a few steps. We're going to go to Image up in the top left corner, Adjustments, and then from there you're going to turn it black and white first. So we're going to go to black and white. And just go ahead and press OK. If you want to see what you're working with, you can click on the top and move it around. But as far as the black and white goes, you just click OK. Now we're going to go right back to where we were, Image, Adjustments, and this time we're going to go to Color Balance. Move this off to the side so we can see what we're doing. Right now it is in full black and white. Whenever something is in just black and white, that is just value. There's no color with it, so then it just becomes value, which once again, value is black and white and everything in between as far as your grays go. But we want to make this blue because we're using a blue ballpoint pen. So the last category here on our slide bar is going to be blue. We're just going to take that to 100. Now you have a full range of values in blue. Press OK. Now you should be able to recreate this exact range of values with your blue ballpoint pen. Once again, we can make them very dark with how close our marks are to one another, as well as the pressure applied to the pen from our pen, or paper to our pen. Then you're going to understand that the paper is your white. Okay, so you need to be very cautious with your marks when you are creating your drawing, because the paper is your white. You can never go back and add more white once you've made a mark with your pen, because we can't erase it. So you need to be very cautious with where your whites are. Avoid those specifically, and then eventually you can come in, like here you would press very lightly with your ballpoint pen to make a lighter mark, versus a lot of heavier marks and closer together to get these nice dark deep values, similar to what we did in our value scales when we did hatching, cross-hatching, and scribbling. All right, now I am going to only focus on my macaw. I don't want to do the background because I think it takes away from the image and it's just kind of a blur. So there's nothing specific in the background that I necessarily need. Everybody's images are a little bit different, so make sure you are, some of you may not need to do this step, but for me, the background is not necessarily needed. So I'm going to use the lasso tool, and I'm going to click and only keep what I want. So I'm going to come in here and just click, hold, and drag kind of an outline around my bird. So I'm not going inside my bird at all, because I want to lose the actual subject matter that I'm drawing. Subject matter meaning what's in the picture. And I'm just going to kind of make a quick little outline around it. Then I need to loop all the way back around and lasso it up. So I'm going on the outside of my image now, coming through, connecting to where I started. Now we created a selection. I'm going to hit my backspace button or delete button, and I can get rid of that, so now it's less distracting. Then I can click outside of it, so you can see how there's like a crosshair here. I'm going to click outside of that, and that'll get rid of my selection. Okay, now I only have my bird and what I'm really focused on recreating. Now I'm not going to do this little gapped area around it. I'm just leaving it there because I don't want to accidentally go into my bird and then lose some of that. So we don't want that to happen. So just make sure you're focused on exactly what you're looking at. Once again, I just wanted to really focus on my bird. This one I got a lot closer to, so you can get rid of a majority of it if you need to. But for demonstration purposes, I just kind of went swiftly around the edge. Now, when you save your file, most Chromebooks, well, all Chromebooks and most computers are not, this day and age, not compatible with Photoshop because it doesn't support those files. So we don't want to save it as a PSD. We want to save it as a JPEG. So we're going to go File, Export as JPG. Okay, might as well just go ahead and throw the quality all the way up to 100. We see what we have created, and then you will click Save, and that should save. If you're on your Chromebook, it'll save to your drive. If you're not on a Chromebook, you'll save it to wherever you need to save it, and then you can see that you have turned your full color image into a blue image, being monochromatic, only one color with a full range of values, and you should have no trouble understanding where your darkest darks are, where your lightest lights are with blue, and all your values in between.